successful.
No doubt. You'd like to come out here with a split, but 2-0 would be off the charts.
St. Francis controls here at the outset, and we have a whistle because the clock did not start. And the officials for this one, Andy O'Brien, Tim Smith, and Guy Pagano. Central Connecticut 4-14 on the year, 2-4 in the NEC, trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Meanwhile, St. Francis 5-12, 1-5 in the league. They've lost 7 out of 8. Their one win was impressive. They won by 16 up at Merrimack. Miles Thompson being double teamed in the post. Can't get that one. Rebounded by Trenton McLaughlin, one of the 8 aforementioned freshmen.
Both teams will play mostly man-to-man. Expect Central to press a little bit. They go 10 deep. Pat Sellers, the new coach, does a good job shuffling guys in and out. But St. Francis, I'll tell you what, they're happy to be home. They've been struggling on the road. A win today would be huge for them.
Bold move by Nigel Scantlebury, the junior from Rochester, New York.
You know, you talk to Pat Sellers, the coach of Central, and he had to re-recruit Nigel Scantlebury. He was in the transfer portal, and I'll tell you what, he's real happy. He's back. He basically describes him as all in every day.
Leading scorer on this Blue Devil team. That three is good from Ramir Dixon Conover. They don't make a lot of threes. If he can knock that shot down, St. Francis becomes a different team.
Well, I mentioned earlier, last 5 games, 23% from 3. If they can knock down the 3 consistently, that'll open up the 3-headed monster in the 5 spot even more.
That's a guy that usually knocks it down. 44% on the year, Trenton McLaughlin. The big men, the strength for St. Francis this year. And the mini hook will not go for Josh Cohen, the New Jersey native. Trey Mitchell kicking it out to Scantlebury. Mitchell has become somewhat of a defensive stopper for this team.
You know what? I think Pat Sellers was expecting more from him offensively, but he could.
With you here in Loretto, 15:52 left in the first half. Stefan Ayungma with a pair of free throws, makes 1 out of 2. St. Francis with the ball, and they are up by 2 here on their home floor. Zari Harrison is in for the first time for Rob Krimmel, and the banker goes for Josh Cohen.
6'10", about 225. If you let him get the ball in a position where he just got to take a bounce with no double team and no help, strong enough to finish.
Going to Ayungma again with Cohen on him. Open 3, no good from Mitchell. St. Francis does it with balance, 5 double-figure scores. One of them, Ronell Giles, is injured and not playing. He's out with a knee injury for the foreseeable future. So that's a big loss for them. He averages over 11 points per game, was a consistent scorer. And we mentioned Central Connecticut is without Andre Snoddy, the 3-time NEC Rookie of the Week for this one. Corner 3, Max Land hits it.
Love that player. Very versatile. Was a football player at a very prestigious high school, Cincinnati Moeller, right?
He was indeed.
Yes, yes. And I like him because he's versatile. All freshman team last year in the NEC, has the confidence and the ability. And for this struggling three-point shooting team, he's the guy that Krimmel points out has got to make shots for us.
Scantlebury now with 6 for Central Connecticut. All of their field goals. Thompson. Harrison has struggled with the 3, so he tries to dish it inside. Stolen by McLaughlin. Has numbers. Ayungma for 2.
Yeah, McLaughlin's one of those freshmen that Coach Sellers has brought in. He's really excelled. He's over 40% from three, but showing some savvy in the 2-on-1 situation, waiting, slowing down, not panicking, making the right pass. Dave, here's the key thing, at the right time.
Cohen turns it over, and a foul on Zari Harrison, the sophomore.
So many times you get in a numbers situation, 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 3-on-1, and you give the ball to a big guy who's got to put it down once or twice or three times, and that's not a good idea. Youngman, all he had to do at the end of that break was just catch it and lay it in.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid.
I guess you've heard that before.
Oh, gosh. I used to think that was my name growing up.
Here's Scantlebury. This time on the drive and kick. Krishnan's three is good.
Yeah, my man can shoot. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the conference, 37%. You know, he gets squared. He's got great rotation, great follow-through, and great arc. And that's why his shot is always soft as it approaches the basket.
Harrison out to Land. He's starting to feel it. Max Land. 3 if by Land, 2 if by C.
Back in the old days, it'd be shot fake, one bounce closer. Now it's a shot fake and a little shuffle to the right or left.
That three won't fall for Trey Mitchell. His three-point shooting is down this year, 28%. Land bowls over his man. Offensive foul. Good call by Guy Pagano, veteran official.
You know, when you talk to Pat Sellers like you and I have, you feel in his voice how excited he is about this opportunity. And he's obviously not judging it on wins and losses, okay? This is a team that's 4-12. He's judging it on the fact that he's got players that are buying into his system and to his belief in playing defense and rebounding. That time, Trey Mitchell, who we knew as a scorer, gets a charge, and Pat Sellers congratulated him.
Ayungma, Scantlebury, quick ball movement here. Krishnan, but the process was good, even though he didn't knock it down. Krishnan misses again, and the big guy just in there, Jariah Coleman, pulls the rebound. A rare 7-footer in the NEC, a sophomore from Anchorage, Alaska.
And Dave getting better with every game.
He's been impressive lately. Shot blocker, runs the floor, pretty good hands. Marlon Hargis, not that time, and the loose ball rebound to Krishnan. 8 minutes gone by here in Loretto. St. Francis by 3. Dave Popkin, Joe DeSantis with you. Scantlebury cut off by Harrison. Little guy out there, Devontae.
Of it, and some have not. Like you look at Wagner right now, terrific team. They're 6-0. Bryant's 5-1. They both picked up some transfers. They've added to their team. It's almost at a point where a lot of programs, college programs, aren't even recruiting high school seniors.
Yeah, if you're standing still, you're falling behind, the old saying. And Coleman is fouled in the post. Big size advantage on Jaden Brown. Brown, the 6'8 freshman from Providence, two-time NEC Rookie of the Week. Well, Rob Kreml has chosen to build with high school players generally and keep them around. Nobody transferred, and he essentially brought back 91% of his scoring.
And Dave, the other thing that factors into this, a lot of times there's transfers out there you want, but then the school that you're at is not going to accept some of their credits, and that's going to be a problem. So it's not just, hey, let's make a phone call, let's go to the portal and get some guys. Things have to work out academically.
Deep one won't go for Dixon Conover. Central down 3 with the basketball. Sweatman off to Brown. His three is good, and we're tied.
And Jaden Brown, you just mentioned, two-time Rookie of the Week. I mentioned earlier Snoddy, 3-time. Ostrowski also won. They've had 3 different players, total of 6 Rookie of the Week awards. Not used to seeing Jaden Brown make that three, shoot that three. He's 2 for 7 coming in.
Luke Ruggery had an open 3, but he missed it. They were hoping to get more three-point shooting from him, 24% this year. McLaughlin way off the mark. Brown, no. Coleman rebounds.
You know, with Ruggery, you're talking to Coach Krimmel. He didn't say this, but I get a feeling that it's a little bit of his confidence. He's one of those guys that, you know, this is just my opinion, puts his head down maybe when he misses a shot. And, you know, that's the great thing about basketball. There's so many possessions and so many ways to make up for a mistake. It's not like in baseball, Dave. By the way, we're like 28 days away from pitchers and catchers.
Yeah, right. Good luck with that.
Yeah, really. It's a good call by you. Who knows what's going to happen. It's not like in baseball, you know, where you strike out and you got to wait 45 minutes to get up. You literally could throw an air ball, have 3,000 people yelling, air ball, and then get a defensive steal and a dunk in the next 3 seconds. So my point is, I'm out of breath. My point is
Was there a point to this?
There's a point somewhere in there. Just play the game. You make a mistake, who cares? You got a lot of possessions to dig yourself out of that hole.
That's my motto. Here's Ayungma launching and hitting the three. Steph Ayungma, just his 5th three of the year. So guys that don't normally connect from downtown are getting it done tonight for the Blue Devils. They go up by 3. 13-3 run for Central. Cohen. Good interior pass to Hargis.
And there's one of the reasons why I like Josh Cohen as a most improved player. Not only did he improve his points and his rebounds, he's 64% from the field. He also has a positive assist-to-turnover ratio this year.
Ayungma fighting his way to the bucket for another 2. Ayungma has been impressive in the first half. 3 out of 4 from the field, 8 points and 2 rebounds.
And Dave, every coach looks for that player during the season, during a particular game that's going to come off the bench and spark him. With Snotty gone, Ayungma has stepped up.
3-ball good for Marlon Hargis. He's a 36% three-point shooter. And the one notable transfer on this St. Francis team came in a couple of years ago from Holy Cross.
They're 4 for 6, if my numbers are right, from 3. Again, a team that's really been struggling. Am I right, Dave?
4 for 8.
4 for 8, my bad.
Still good.
Still very good.
Baseline jump goes for Devontae Sweatman, the freshman. He's been coming on lately, averaging almost 10 per game over his last 4.
Had 16 against Bryant. Bryant picked preseason to be number 2. And playing behind Scantlebury, they will play him together as they are now. Scantlebury can be a 2 because he can shoot 41% from 3. But he's another good-looking freshman for the Blue Devil team.
Hargis to Cohen, 7 on the shot clock, 8 minutes left in the first half. Ruggery on the drive and kick to Hargis. Rebound cleared by Trenton McLaughlin. Close game as we expected.
Again, 2 teams fighting to find their identity. St. Francis thrilled to be home. You and I thrilled to be here.
Sure.
No snow, no fog, just a lot of cold.
Here's Ayungma. Good look to Brown. And rebounded by Dixon Conover. Good rebounding guard, about 5 per game. Ruggery's 3 is good.
That's the Ruggery that Coach Krimmel wants to see. Beautiful form, hard-working young guy. Red flash early on, 13 minutes in, continuing to shoot the 3-ball well, something they haven't done, especially lately.
5 for 10. They pull in front by 1 here inside 7 minutes to go in the first half. Poked away and stolen by Dixon Conover. He is second in the NEC in steals. Hargis looking for his shot. Rebounded by Ayungma. Central finally with some roster consistency. They had missed a bunch of guys due to COVID over the holidays. And that shot rejected by Cohen and pulled down by Dixon Conover. Dixon Conover Finds the open man. It's Hargis. Hargis now 1 for 5 from downtown.
See, this is where Criminals now got to start to coach this team. They made some threes early.
And we are with you here in Loretto with St. Francis leading Central Connecticut by 1. 5:54 left in the first half in this NEC battle. Normally these teams might be fighting for a playoff spot, but this year everybody makes the conference tournament as a kind of stipulation for these teams due to COVID, knowing that it was going to be an uneven schedule. McLaughlin missed. New shot clock. Mitchell driving on Cohen. Whoa, Trey Mitchell.
Yeah, good decision that time. Pat Sellers has been looking for guys and looking for his team to make consistent good decisions. He noticed he had Mitchell had the 6'10" Cohen on him, took him right to the brim. Went off the wrong foot, and I think that was key to making a shot because sometimes guys who block shots, especially big guys, time your steps.
Thompson to Cohen for 2.
You know, Josh Cohen has really been a part-time starter. 15 games, he started 4. This is his 5th start. And someone who's played 21 minutes, but he's been playing so well lately, it's hard to keep him out.
6 points, 4 boards here in the first half. Banker goes for Devontae Sweatman. It's a guy that's used to scoring. He had 30 a game at Lawrence Academy in Massachusetts, his prep year. At 5'8". Thompson's 3, no. A rare miss. He's second in the league, 48% from downtown.
5'8".
Boom. Sweatman again.
Come on, 5'8". He's not 5'8". That's what they list him as. But remember, Dave, it's not how big you are, it's how big you play.
Right.
And he's been good. He's been big.
6 points already in the first half. 2 rebounds, 2 assists as well. And coming on in this his freshman season. Cohen poked away. Thompson bowling his way in for an off-balance shot.
That's a great move. He's an experienced player. Dave, he's really worked on his three-point shooting. This year he's about 48%, but that time, now you got to guard him on the three-point line. Maybe in the past you haven't. So recognize the defense, took the ball to the rim.
Congratulations, Tom. Well deserved.
Absolutely. Just a good guy. He bleeds Central Connecticut blue, and I know Pat Sellers was thrilled. And I do have one comment for the Central people. It's about time.
Tie up there. Donavi is playing a lot of minutes here in the first half. If you're just joining us, Snoddy is out for Central with tonsillitis. 9 on the shot clock. Sweatman's 3. Donavi keeps it alive, and he came over the back.
Tom Pinson's brother, Chris, very successful head football coach at New Haven.
Yes.
You knew that?
Yes. An athletic family.
Did you also know that Nigel Scantlebury is about to come in, went to Greece Athena High School? What famous player, college player, NBA player, came out of Greece Athena?
John Wallace.
Very good.
I've been hanging around you too long. Inside 3 minutes to go in the first half. 8 lead changes already. Central in front by 1. Mitchell banks it in. Trey Mitchell, the Phoenix, Arizona native, probably hasn't experienced cold quite like this before. Sweatman is all over Dixon Conover. Now Land. Tough 3 with 1 on the shot clock. Thompson poked away by Mitchell. 2-on-1. Mitchell and Sweatman. And Mitchell, no, but Sweatman crafty around the basket.
Once again, not how big you are, it's how big you play. The red flash, Dave, 4 for 8 from 3. I said it might have been a little fool's gold. They're 1 for 6 in their last 8 minutes. Got to go inside to the big fella.
Sweatman now with 8. Land being guarded by Krishnan. Stolen by McLaughlin. Good anticipation. Talked to Pat Sellers a couple times this year, preseason and before this ball game, and he would like his offense to look like Greg McDermott and Creighton, where he assisted for a while, and you see some of those traits here with the extra passing and the quick ball movement. 7 on the shot clock. Mitchell walked.
Well, his comment was he would love to have all good shooters who made good decisions. Okay, that's like, finding the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But the point is, he's a teacher. He teaches the game. He wants his team to improve. Let me tell you something. My man has paid his dues. 3 years as a high school assistant, 5 years as a high school head coach, 21 years as an assistant college coach, actually coached in China 1 year. And when you talk about and ask him about the influence that the coaches he worked for had at the collegiate level, he talks glowingly about each and every one of them. He's just a loyal guy.
Mitchell hits the...
I want to go for something quick. Ensure you're going to get the ball back. Let's see if Coach Sellers changes up defenses out of the timeout just to throw them off a little bit.
I agree, especially down by 8. Doesn't look like they're doing it right here. Land and Ruggery and Dixon Conover in the backcourt. Thompson from 15.
And Central changed. It looks like they went to some sort of 1-2, 1-3-1. Sweatman, the quickest guy in the court at the high post, maybe to come out and guard that wing pass. Unfortunately, he didn't guard the high post, which is very vulnerable, and that's a good possession out of the timeout for Krimmel.
Shot clock off. CCSU holding for 1. 9 seconds left in the half. Sweatman, McLaughlin, Mitchell, 3 seconds. Sweatman is fouled, and he'll be shooting. And St. Francis inbounds, and that'll do it.
And only 3 for St. Francis, which is kind of eerie because last year in the COVID year when they played back-to-back, Central won the second game, and Central's bench had 60 points to St. Francis's 6 points.
Big difference. Here's Max Land. We have not seen Mark Flagg yet for St. Francis. Thompson launches a 3. That's way off, and rebounded by Nigel Scantlebury. 21-12 advantage on the glass for CCSU, the smaller team. Scantlebury. McLaughlin could not be more open, and his 3 is good.
Yeah, that's just bad communication, Dave. One of the Central players, I missed who it was, did a back cut, and 2 St. Francis players went with him.
And 3. And the Blue Devils have their largest lead of the ball game. Dixon Conover, wild shot, tipped in by Cohen.
Good call out of the timeout. Set up an isolation for Dixon Conover, got to the rim. Even though, Dave, he didn't make the shot, he drew help from Josh Cohen's man. Josh Cohen tapped it in.
He has 8. Denavi, no, rebounded by Cohen. Dixon Conover, and there is a foul. The refs really did not call many fouls in the first half. In fact, only 2 were called on Central Connecticut.
Probably realize that you have a long drive home tonight.
Keep it moving. Running clock. Cohen needs some help. Dixon Conover rejected by Denavi. He denies him. Poked away by Dixon Conover, and a foul. Oh, they call a blocking foul on Scantlebury. That could have gone against Land, pushing him down.
I think the message in the red flash, and before we went to break, I said Rob Krimmel was going to get in someone's face. He's probably the most positive coach I've ever met in my life, but I think the message is get the ball into the paint. I think it's a good idea for St. Francis to run a little bit of motion, pass, make some passes, make the defense vulnerable by moving them and then driving to the rim.
Cohen here with 6 on the shot clock. Got to get into something. 3 on the ticker. Thompson launches way off the mark and a shot clock violation, but Central had already rebounded. Now they're out on McLaughlin. Got that message. Backdoor pass stolen by Cohen. Dixon Conover finds Thompson, and that's an offensive foul on the pass.
And there's Trey Mitchell. Pat Sell, as we mentioned earlier, trying to convert Mitchell into the best defender on the team. Actually challenged him, and he's answering the bell on the defensive end. Now it's up to Central to get a good possession. We talked how efficient they were on the offensive end in the first half with only 4 turnovers. Last couple of times down, turnovers.
Krishnan, rainbow 3 is good. Ian Krishnan from deep. CCSU by a dozen here on the road. This would be a big win for them. They had lost 4 in a row coming in. They were competitive at Sacred Heart last time out, losing 74-66.
I mentioned to you earlier before the game, Dave, I thought Central could be a dangerous team. When I look at Ian Krishnan, I look at one of the better three-point shooters.
Cohen hits it and he's fouled.
And a big answer for the big fella in the paint, St. Francis. It's obvious, as I mentioned, trying to attack the lane. And I'm going to go back and forth here with a couple points, but Central's dangerous because Krishnan is one of the better three-point shooters. Scantlebury can play. He can make plays. Their big guys are young, but you hope by the end of the year they won't be quote-unquote young. That's why I think they're dangerous. And then St. Francis is an experienced team that just got to get their stuff together. Cohen, in a guard-oriented league, Cohen could be a difference maker with his size.
I think so. He has 11 and 5 so far in this one. Krishnan again. And Central will keep it.
63% of Krishnan's shots are threes. I think that was a call for a shot fake. Get into the lane, make a play for yourself or your teammate.
McLaughlin on the back door. Good look.
It's a great cut, and you want to bury Miles Thompson for not guarding the cutter, but if you don't pressure the passer, Dave, that play becomes easy.
Yep. Land with McLaughlin all over him. The lob to Thompson, got deep position, and Denavi got a piece of it, and then a foul.
Might have been goaltending, and I'm not saying there was purposeful gamesmanship going on by your opponents, but it was brutal. It was hard.
Back in your day, the films were black and white.
Oh, you're going to get yours.
Silent films. Here's Miles Thompson. Free throw is good. He has 5 points. What was Dr. Naismith like?
Keep going. Don't worry, I'm keeping score.
4 minutes gone by second half. 45-36. CCSU on top with the basketball. Trenton McLaughlin. He's got a quick trigger.
Well, the bottom line, St. Francis came out after a free throw with a little token pressure just to change up a little bit. Again, shot fake, one bounce pull-up would have created numbers on the half court for the Central team, but did not like that shot by McLaughlin.
Miles Thompson has 8. Thompson, the senior from Camden High School, one of the best high school teams in the country this year.
I remember back in the day, they every year in and year out, they were terrific. But you got to like the red flash. They're attacking the paint, struggling from 3, 5 for 16 on the night. Struggling the last 5 games, coming in only 23%. Every shot now is in the paint.
Krishnan traveled. Just the 7th turnover on CCSU, and only 6 for St. Francis. Ruggery is back in, replacing Dixon Conover.
The problem with Central is that they only have 7. They average 14, but they've had 3 in the first 5 minutes. And again, I mentioned it a couple of times, so forgive me, I'm repeating myself, but that's one concern that Sellers has with his team is good decision-making. You got a nice lead here by making good decisions, hitting the offensive glass. You don't want to throw it away, so to speak, by giving the coming away with empty possessions. You're not going to win if you do that.
Mark Flagg in for the first time for St. Francis, big number 42, now with the rock on the wing. Flagg scoring has been down this year, but he takes it strong to the rack.
Pat Sellers a little concerned right now. He needs an answer.
12-point lead is down to 5.
Good to see Flagg out there making an impact. You know, he's one of those guys, it seems like he's been around for a long time. You know, every year he showed minor improvement. I think they expected a little more from him this year, but he could be the difference in this game.
And he blocks a shot right there, starting some transition. Zari Harrison, the backup point. Dishes inside to Flagg. Tough pass to catch. Ayungma has it. Scantlebury directing traffic.
Zari Harrison, Dave, has not made a three all year, so anytime he has the ball in half-court transition, you got to give him space and play his drive. I actually thought he got fouled on that layup.
Illegal screen on Jaden Brown. Ha! That is his second foul.
James Brown. Ha! Jaden Brown.
Jaden Brown.
Same thing.
You feel good tonight.
I feel good. So you're, what did it take you, 3.5 hours to get here?
About 4.
A lot of Bruce?
Not too much. I was listening to Ron Ratner and Ryan Peters on the NEC On the Run podcast.
Great listen, right?
Oh, always.
A lot of numbers being discussed in that podcast.
A lot of numbers.
Peters is terrific with that stuff, huh?
It was good. Good stuff. We encourage folks to listen to it. And the long three, no good, from Sweatman, who had the big first half with 10 points. Ruggery lost it. Flagg rejected by Ayungma. Thompson, yes. Lead is down to 3.
Yeah, Pat Sellers waiting for that 12-minute timeout. I don't think he should. Yeah, good. He actually was assistant coach when Krimmel and Taylor played here. So it's all in the family. Matter of fact, the NEC's done a terrific job this year bringing back a lot of former players to their respective alma maters to coach.
No doubt. Pat Sellers was back with CCSU, and he brought back Lenny Jefferson to assist. Bucket inside for Stefan Ayungma, the senior.
Mike Holloway Jr. at FDU, Ashton Bradley at LIU, Khalif Crawford at Maryland. Merrimack is a student assistant, and Sean Hohen back at Sacred Heart.
A lot of good connections there. Thompson clears out. Trying to back his man in. The veteran spinning and hitting. And he lets him know about it. Miles Thompson.
Attacking the paint. Nothing but paint points now for St. Francis, and it's up to Central to make that adjustment and start taking those dribble drives and offensive rebounds away.
Thompson with a dozen to lead St. Francis, and Cohen, the other big, has 11. Sweatman, nice move. Devontae Sweat off the bench, showing some good depth here tonight. By the way, elsewhere in the NEC, Mount St. Mary's is pounding Sacred Heart 81-50 with 9:45 left in that ball game. Bryant leads at Merrimack 58-48 with 11:40 left. A good one in Brooklyn. LIU in front of Wagner. 3-ball good for Max Land, and we have a 2-point game here. But again, in Brooklyn, 57-42, LIU over Wagner. Wagner has not lost yet in league play, and St. Francis Brooklyn leading on the road as McLaughlin hits, and he's fouled. A good answer for CCSU.
And in that LIU Wagner game, you got a couple. There's a dribble, a little hesitation. You know, it's not necessarily it's not the most important thing to play fast. It's real important to change speed and direction. McLaughlin did that. You got to guard his three. So right away you push up on him. A little stutter step by the freshman. But in that LIU Wagner game, you're talking about a couple couple of three guys vying for Player of the Year. Ty Flowers having a monster year for LIU. Alex Morales and Elijah Ford. I'll tell you, that Wagner team, I think Will Martinez is probably the most underrated player. Him and Charles Pride from Bryant, two of the most underrated players in the conference.
Max Land misses. Raekwon Rogers, another one for Wagner. 3-ball good for Luke Ruggery. The local guy has a couple trifectas in this one, and St. Francis cuts the lead to 2. Ruggery from Duncansville, PA, Bishop Guilfoyle High School, their all-time leading scorer.
You know, it's funny, Dave, when you attack the paint, dribble drives, offensive rebounds, all of a sudden, the three-point game opens up.
Trenton makes, the world takes.
Wow.
Trenton McLaughlin, another 3. He's into double figures. CCSU leads at 55-50.
One of the 3 or 4 good-looking freshmen for this Central team.
Thompson, offensive foul. Backing his way in on McLaughlin, who makes another big play.
That's a Guy Pagano, one of the better officials around. That's a close one. Seemed to be some acting. Going, we're going to get a look at it. Let's see. There's a 3 from McLaughlin. He comes down the other end and draws the charge. You know, he's got some savvy to his game.
Good size, too, for a wingman in this league. 6'6", 190. From Basha High School, Chandler, Arizona. His last 8 games shooting 59% from 3. Midway point of the second half. Scantleberry stops on a dime. Ayungma is fouled. Looked like Harrison got him, and he did.
Dave, I said it earlier when Josh Cohen got the tip in, and I'll say it again now in regards to Central. Scantleberry gets into the lane. He draws Cohen. So Cohen leaves his man, Ayungma, who's an undersized 5'4" in this league. Not a real big player, but an aggressive player, gets the offensive rebound. So dribble driving can create plays for yourself and your teammates in many different ways.
Speaking of undersized big men, we were talking with Lenny Jefferson before the game about one of the best, if not the best, undersized big man ever in the NEC, Obi Wadiki, who's now working for the NBA.
Yeah, my man was about 6'2", but he played like he was 6'9". Again, had the luxury or was fortunate to play for Bob Hurley, so he learned how to play. But what you love about Wadiki was he didn't try to do things he couldn't do. Well, I'm only 6'2", 6'3", I'm going to shoot threes. No, he dominated inside. He was a winner.
Mark Flagg kicks out to Land. A contested 3. And Thompson with a rebound. Thompson, no, keeping it alive. Thompson's been a factor here in the second half, and he puts it back in! And the foul! They got Ayungma on the foul. One possession game here as Thompson sticking to it on the glass.
You look at the offensive, they tipped the ball to himself. He didn't rush. See, that's the key. He didn't force something up. He took a power dribble, and what that did was that enabled him to get his feet squared. Remember, square feet, wide feet means good balance. And
keeping it alive again, and St. Francis will have it off the missed free throw. Miles Thompson with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in this game.
And he's been dominated inside lately. Again, he's 25% from 3 last year. This year, 48% has worked on his 3. But his team needs him to score in the paint.
Thompson, again.
So now if you're Central, you better make an adjustment and put a bigger man on him. Because right now he's smiling, he's happy, and he's feeling it. And the Red Flash deserve a ton of credit. Coach Krimlin and staff made that adjustment. They find themselves only 1 point down with a little under 9 minutes.
Sweatman splits defenders. Tough shot. Devontae Sweatman again. He has 14 to lead the Blue Devils. They needed that one. Back up by 3.
Love him. He's so quick. He's so smart. Just a bundle of energy, and he's going to be a special one for Central Connecticut.
Ruggery having one of his better games of the year, tied up, and the possession arrow favors Central Connecticut. Krishnan sits down, kind of quiet, 6 points, 4 boards tonight, but his teammates are doing it. 3 other guys in double figures. Sweatman running the point. Recently had a career-high 16 against Bryant. He's 2 shy of that right now. Mitchell back in after his minor injury. McLaughlin, 4-3. Couldn't get it. Inside 8 minutes to go. Harrison with the teardrop.
The sophomore point guard from West Philadelphia. I'm not going to say he's a street player, but he's someone that can change the course of the game with his ability to get into the lane.
Ruggery on the move. Has an open man. Harrison, not a three-point shooter, into Flag. Missed the jam. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back. And the Red Flash retake the lead, 58-57.
And there's a long way to go, and Central certainly can win this ball game. But Pat Sellers better find his toughest 5, because right now his team is being out-toughed by the Red Flash.
Ayungba, offense.
10 rebounds. So they're getting that consistent production from the 5 spot, which has helped them forge ahead with a 1-point lead.
CCSU led by 12 points here in the second half. They now trail by 1 inside 7 minutes to go. Land into Thompson. It's working. Why not? Thompson got it, and he's fouled. Man of the match so far, Miles Thompson, puts St. Francis up by 3.
Again, you have to do something if you're Central. You're going to have to front them. Okay, at 6'6", just good body control, good strength, good experience. They're probably not going to throw over the top if you front him. He's not 7 feet. You better throw a double team at him. Maybe you can leave Zari Harrison, who hasn't made a 3 all year. You can double off of him. But you got to do something, because my man's taking over the game.
It's a good point, Coach. Thompson missing his free throws and his threes, but hitting inside. Scantlebury, beautiful drive.
With the weak hand, he's left-handed. Finishes with the right hand. A little bit of contact against the big Mark Flag. Good finish, good answer.
Snaps a 10-2 run. St. Francis with the ball up by 1. See if they can get it back to Thompson. Got to recognize the hot hand here. Land for 3. Central can retake the lead. Two point guards playing together, Scantlebury and Sweatman. Sweatman on the drive and kick. Ayungba's 3 is good, and CCSU is back in front. 62-60, 5.5 minutes left.
That's a great possession. Never panicked. Everyone touched the ball. They moved it from side to side. The penetration and kick. It's a big answer again. It is a pretty good game. Both teams struggling to get a W this season have answered the bell with some big plays.
Mark Flag with a muscular move in the paint.
Yeah, the most experienced guy of the 3-headed monster coming through for this team.
Dixon Conover, the point guard, getting set to check back in for St. Francis. Now inside 5 minutes left, tied at 62. Sweatman. Scantlebury uses the screen. Skip pass to Sweatman. To Navi. 3 on the shot clock. Couldn't get it. Rebounded by Flagg.
You know, the defense right there by Flagg was good enough to force the Navi to take a tough shot. The angle was not good for the bank shot.
Flagg didn't play in the first half. It's been pretty good here in the second. 6 points, 3 boards. Thompson has been great until that. Flagg hits it, and he's fouled. And St. Francis is back in front, 64-62.
So you start Josh Cohen. He's been really good. I called him the most improved player in the conference this year. He gets 11 points in the first half. I'm sorry, at 6 points in the first half. You go with Flagg, and you ride him. It's good coaching by Rob Krimmel.
Flagg completes the three-point play. These teams giving it all right now. Central trying to win their 5th game of the year. St. Francis trying to win their 6th. Both hungry to get back in the win column. Scantlebury skips all the way through to Mitchell for 3. A Youngman, no. Thompson rebounds. Harrison has seen a lot of minutes here in the second half. Harrison. Thompson's 3. 0 for 4 from downtown. He does have 18 points and 7 boards. Sweatman dishes. Denied.
0-1 in overtime. Central 1-2. And if you look at the free throw shootings, they're very similar. St. Francis 68%, Central 67%. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Possession arrow points to the Blue Devils.
Thompson. Dixon Conover. Stripped. Good play by Scantlebury. Here comes Sweatman. Devontae Sweatman, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists tonight. One of the best games of his young career. Scantlebury. 8 on the shot clock. Tied up. Lost it. Stolen by Flagg. Big possession here for St. Francis. Thompson. Thompson with the mini hook. Gets the roll. 2 possession game here. Red Flash lead at 67-62. 2:15 left.
You know, Dave.
And it's resulted in more offense. Blue Devils really need a basket here. Just over 2 minutes to go. Krishnan to McLaughlin. Paying strict attention to him on the perimeter. 8 on the shot clock. Scantlebury needs help. 2 on the ticker. Sweatman's 3. No good. They avoid the violation, but Harrison with the rebound.
Like the substitution by Pat Sellers to get Christian in there. Experienced three-point shooter. Good job by St. Francis not allowing him to get an open look.
Thompson has been the meal ticket, and he was fouled on the floor as they sandwiched him. They got McLaughlin. That is his 2nd. And the 10th on the team, so double bonus here for Thompson. Only 4 team fouls on St. Francis in the second half. And Thompson just 2 for 5 from the line tonight. .81% at the line this year, and he missed them both, leaving the door ajar. Sweatman, tough pass to Scantlebury, and it's off the leg of Dixon Conover. Central keeps it. It's 1:26 left. Looked like that hurt Dixon Conover, maybe off his knee. Trying to laugh it off.
Yeah, that's the last thing you need in this era of COVID where you're losing guys left and right. And they've already lost Rennell Giles Jr., very, very talented 6'4" sophomore. You don't want to lose RDC, Ramir Dixon Conover.
Krishnan's three is good. A big one for Ian Krishnan, the junior.
That's what I'm talking about. Pat Sellers has done a real good job. May not be showing with wins and losses, but to me, he's making a lot of good moves, giving his team a chance to win.
Inside a minute to go. Red Flash with the ball up by 2. Land to flag. Veteran lineup out there for the Red Flash. Thompson calling for it. Thompson with a freshman on him. Drives, and a blocking foul on McLaughlin. Thompson gets the benefit there with 3 on the ticker.
Well, he went lateral. Let's see a replay. So the only way it's an offensive foul if he extends an arm. You know what? He might have.
Yep.
He might have. Ooh.
Thompson has really struggled at the stripe now. 2 for 7 tonight. He has 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists.
Now make or miss. You don't need a 3 here if you're Central. You want to get something good, hopefully quick, and you do have a timeout left.
Still plenty of time. Sweatman to Scantlebury, and he is fouled.
I'll tell you what, the game is simple. Get the ball to the quickest guy in the gym and let him create something. How quick did he get up the court?
Between Sweatman and Scantlebury, I think it would be a good foot race.
Yeah, and again, it's the worst thing you can do if you're St. Francis. Give away a foul. Central gets to climb back to 1 if he makes 2 with the clock stopped. Allows you, if you're Central, to sub in your best defender. And on cue, here comes Trey Mitchell.
He's in there for Krishnan.
And Krishnan better not sit too far down that bench because when they come back on offense, he's going to be back in the game.
Scantlebury, 86% shooter, 3rd in the league. That's good.
Now here's the problem. Do you foul? There's a 7.5 second difference. If you don't and you give up on the offensive rebound on the other end, you're in trouble.
Down by 1. Rob Krimmel letting them play. Dixon Conover. Knocked over his man. Offensive foul. That's a good call and a good give back. 2 50-50 calls down that end. And Central Connecticut is going to have it down by 1 with 24.1 seconds left.
Well, you got a lot of coaching going on right now in these 2 huddles. Okay, I'm going to hedge on this, but I wouldn't be shocked if St. Francis showed a zone. Okay, they have an old game. But if I'm Central, I'm trying to get the ball to my 2 little ones. Let them create right away.
And not hold it until the end.
No. I don't think you should. I think when you're behind, you want to give yourself a couple of chances to win the game.
Totally. We've gone back and forth all night. Central down 1 with the ball. 20 seconds left. And now Patrick Seller, Krishnan, Sweatman, Scantlebury. Here we go. .15 seconds left in the game. Central down 1, Scantlebury being guarded by Dixon Conover. Scantlebury, 5 seconds left, spinning. Off-balance shot, doesn't go. And St. Francis escapes, 68-60.